Hello, good evening everyone. Saglit lang po at pina-finalize lang po natin yung presentation natin. Sana po hindi masyadong maulan sa ating area ngayong gabi. I am currently in Iloilo po and honestly medyo very stormy po yung weather sa amin. So I hope that everything is fine in your place. Okay, I think I found it. Just give me a moment. I am still having some concerns. Okay. Ba't kasing lumalabas na screen eh? I'm trying to present the okay. Okay, ito na lang. Tignan po, pasensya na medyo nagkakaproblema. Ayun. Okay. There we have it. Ayan, so please let me know if you are having trouble in a bit doon sa ating, ayan. Please let me know po if you would be having trouble with our presentation, if medyo nahina po yung boses or you wish me to repeat kung ano man po yung dinidiscuss namin or natin dito ngayong gabi, please let me know para po ma-address po natin yung mga concerns ninyo. So good evening po sa inyong lahat. So ulitin po, I hope you're having a great night at hindi po masyadong maulan unlike in our area na biglaan po ang umulan. So ayun po, kay Miss Sharena here in Northern Mindanao, gloomy daw yung weather. So from where po tayo ngayong gabi? At kumusta po yung weather natin dyan sa inyo? So mag-uumpisa po tayo formally ng ating actual discussion in a little bit. So bigyan lang po natin ng kaunting panahon ang iba nating mga kasama para maka-join sa ating review ngayong gabi po. So once again, good evening everyone. This is our numerical reasoning review and this is the mock test discussion, the second part. So this is essentially one of the last few reviews that you're having, right? For your civil service examination review. So I hope you're all doing well and I hope na nakapagsagot po tayo noong ating mock test para naman po ngayong gabi ay medyo mas prepared na po tayo doon sa ating actual na answering at mas makafocus tayo doon sa ating discussion of solutions ngayong gabi. Pa-share po ng ating, ayun, loud and clear, Sir Simon. Thank you very much. From Mindanao, we also have from Pangasinan. Wow, nasa school pa po yung isa nating kasama dito. Ayan po. Saglit lang and here we are. Okay. So, just a bit of an overview. Yung ating pong coverage is, ito na po yung last nating discussion for numerical reasoning. And I believe that this is also one of your very last few discussions before you have your own examination. So, your last session will be tomorrow with Ma'am Sha. And after that is rest na po tayo, right? So, this is your last week ng bakbakan ng review because dapat po the weekend before your actual exam, dapat po mag-relax na po kayo. I-rest po ninyo yung brain nyo the week before exam kasi kung masyado nyong in-overwork yung brain nyo at kung kulang po kayo sa tulog, for sure magkaka-problem po kayo during the actual exam. So rest na po kayo next week. So ngayon po, bakbakan po tayo sa review this last week. Okay po? So let us now proceed to your item. So these are the last couple of items or last 20 set of items for your mock test numerical reasoning items. And our instructions are still as follows. For each of the following problems, just choose the correct answer from the given choices. So if the answer is not in the choices, choose 5. Please be very, very particular po sa directions. Sometimes po, yung directions ninyo ay 5 yung given na choices. At kung wala po yung sagot, you really have to look for the closest possible answer. Or maybe you have to repeat solving kasi baka nagkamali lang po kayo sa solving. Pero kung ganito po yung instructions, kapag gaano nyo po kaulit at wala po talaga yung sagot, then that's the time you would answer 5. Okay po? Sige. So let's try the very first item. Good evening po. We have some viewers here from Tigbawan, Iloilo, from Cotabato. Sunday na yung exam next week. At least 2 days siguro before the exam. Ako ideally po 3 days before the exam, that should be the very, very last na po ninyo yung review, 3 days before the exam. 2 days before the exam, mag-start na po kayo ng rest, tapos bumawi po kayo ng tulog. And then the day before the exam, absolutely wala po talaga, and sleep early. So, I would prefer na 2 nights before the exam, relaxed na po yung brains ninyo, wala na po masyadong review. Matulog po kayo ng maaga, dahil kung puyat po at pagod ang brains, usually doon po tayo nagkaka-mental block. Ayan po. So, meron po tayong item dito. This is one of our last few items. Your rectangular field has a width of 14 meters and a length 3 times as long. How long should the cyclone wire fencing be? Pa-share po ng inyong answer sa item na to. Please type the item number that reflects your choice. Is it option 1, 588 meters? Is it option 2, 392 meters? Option 3, 112 meters? Or option 4, 42 meters? Pa-share po. Ayan. So, meron pa. Ang daming taga-Iloilo dito So, we have from Yagao, Iloilo, Tigbawan, Iloilo. Ayan. We also have from Kalinga. Pa-share po na answer natin. So, sa item number 81, meron po tayong hello sa mga Monsala dyan. Yes, Sir Marcelo, from Yagao, Iloilo. Pa-post po na answers natin. Naku, Sir Joey, wala po tayong letter C. 1, 2, 3, 4 po yung options natin. Sir Anisito, wala pong letter C. Ayan. So, Gihulngan City, ayan, hello po. So, most po sa inyo ay sumasagot ng 3 and 4. Yun po yung popular answers na nakikita ko dito. So, I'm wondering how you got some of your solutions kasi consistent po Hindi naman siya na puro 3 lang, hindi rin siya na puro 4, pero medyo marami-rami po yung mga sumasagot niyan. Okay. So, what we have here is this. Okay na po tayo. Let us discuss the solutions. Parang almost equal lang yung number ng sumasagot ng 3 tsaka 4, right? So, basahin po natin na maayos. You have a rectangular field that has a width of 14 meters and a length 3 times as long. So, meron po tayong width na 14 meters. Ano pong ibig sabihin ng width na 14 meters? Rectangle po siya, di ba? So, yung rectangle po natin, may dalawang dimensions po yan. Your length and then your width, right? So, kung meron po kayong width na 14 meters, let's label that as W. That's usually how we name your width, right? W po siya. Tapos, meron kang length na 3 times as long. What does length na 3 times as long mean? Ibig sabihin, yung length nyo, 3 times na kasing haba ng width ninyo. So, 3 beses ng width. So, 3 times as long as your width. Which means if you have to write that in symbolic form, then your length will be 3 times 14 meters, right? Yun po yung inyong length. And that is, your length is going to be 42 meters. Tama po ba? However, yung tanong po is, how long should the cyclone wire fencing be? Yung tinatanong po natin ay yung fence na magpapalibot sa inyong field, hindi yung length. Ayan. So sa mga sumagot po ng 4, naku po, yung 4 po ay length pa lamang. Yung hinahanap po natin ay kung gaano po kahaba yung fence natin na ipapalibot natin doon sa may field. Ayan. So kaya dapat po basahin natin ng maigi yung question kasi minsan yung akala nating sagot na binibigay natin eh hindi naman po yun yung hinihingi sa atin. Kaya nasasayang po yung effort. So check niyo po ano po ba yung kaya niyong ibigay? Anong hinihingi sa inyo? Nagma-match po ba? Kapag hindi po nagma-match, baka kayo po ang hindi match sa kanya. Ayan. So, ang hinahanap po natin ay tama po si Ma'am Ludria, it is your perimeter. So, we are actually looking for your perimeter because you want to put your fencing around the entirety of your field. So, pag nakapalibot po, that is your perimeter around a specific figure. So, if you're looking for your perimeter, your equation for your perimeter kapag rectangle is 2L plus 2W, or it could also be 2 times L plus W. That's your perimeter of your rectangle, or simply add all of your sides, which is dalawang length and dalawang width. So in this case po, what we're going to do is multiply natin dalawa yung length, which is 42, and then we should also multiply dalawa yung atin din pong, lumalabas yung ano. Dalawa rin po doon sa ating width na 14, and we end up getting this, and finally 112 meters. And so the correct answer is indeed 4. Ayan. Hindi naman po siguro, Sir John. Sir Virgil, ayan. So, paano po tayo nakakuha ng 588? Siguro po, yung mga nakakuha ng 588, baka po yung kinuha ninyo area. Ano po? So, yung area po is the entire area inside the field. So, pag inside the field, that's area. Pero yung hinahanap po natin ay fencing, nakapalibot sa field, that's just your perimeter. So, please know the difference. If you have your length and your width, you're just looking for small portions of your rectangle. If you're looking for your perimeter, nakapalibot po around your figure. And if you're looking for area inside, yung inside the figure, that's your area. So your area is length times width, that is actually 1. So sa mga sumagot po ng 1 tsaka 4, hopefully nakita po ninyo yung difference. Yung number 2, buti wala naman po sumagot ang number 2 kasi hindi ko po alam kung paano po yan tayo makapag-arrive dyan. Okay, may questions or clarifications for item number 81? If wala po, we're going to proceed with the next item. Ayan. So, analyze po natin at basahing maigi yung question and try to assess ano ba talaga yung hinahanap. Ano ba yung gustong from us. So, ayun po. Ayan. Huwag po tayo magmadali kasi pag nagmadali po tayo, minsan sayang yung effort. May mga bagay na hindi dapat minamadali. Gusto po natin na mabilis tayo, pero if mabilis ka na hindi ka naman careful, sayang yung effort. So, tamang ano lang po, tamang bilis, tsaka galing din po natin. So, be very, very careful with your answers. Now, let's take a look at item number 82, the lengths of the sides. Ito is sort of dimensions pa rin naman po. The lengths of the sides of a triangle can be represented by 3 consecutive integers. The perimeter of the triangle is 135 centimeters. Find the length of the longest side of your triangle. So, I'm actually going to present 2 solutions here. Isang algebraic solution at isang parang alternative solution. So, I'd like to know what your answer is, and if you're willing, can you share po kung ano yung ginawa niyong process? Kasi minsan po, paiba-iba yung process natin. May isa po tayong Facebook user dito, pasensya po pero wala kayong name, na, ayan, pareho tayo ng isang method. Pareho tayo ng method. Ayan. So, patay po ng ating answers. Ayan. So, medyo, ito tricky itong item na to kasi medyo nagkakalapit po yung ating numbers dito. So, there's also another option to answer this. Kasi meron naman po kayong choices. So, please type your answer, yung item number, and then your answer po. I am seeing 2, 3, and 4. Wala namang 1, ano? So, 2, 3, 4, yung medyo popular na answer natin here in our comment section. Ayan. Okay? Oh, meron ng 1. Ayan. So, medyo kompleto na tayo. May representative na si 1, 2, 3, 4. But I believe yung majority ay, I think 4 yung pinakamarami. And then followed by 3. Okay. Tapos meron 2. So, let's take a look at this one. So, let me present the algebraic solution first na po. So, you're looking for the lengths of the side of a triangle. Triangle po has 3 sides. And then it can be represented by 3 consecutive integers. Ano po yung ibig sabihin ng 3 consecutive integers? When you say consecutive integers, yung ibig sabihin po nun ay nagkakasunod. So kung may isa kang number, kunwari 5, the next digit is 1 plus lang yan. Mag-add ka lang ng 1. Yung next digit sa 5 is 6. And yung next is, yung after ng 6 is 7. So you're going to get 5, 6, 7. So yung consecutive integers mo, dumadagdag ka lang ng 1 sa previous na digit, right? So you could actually represent this algebraically as x, x plus 1, and x plus 2. That's how you represent your 3 consecutive integers. And pag sinabi po natin perimeter ng triangle is 135 centimeters, perimeter is simply adding up all of your sides. So if you want to solve for your perimeter, you should simply just add your 3 sides, right? And you're going to get x plus 1 plus x plus 2 with your perimeter na 135. So your 135 will be equal to, pag inad mo po lahat ng x's tsaka lahat ng constants, you have 3x plus 3. And eventually, syempre po, we want to transpose, no? Lahat ng may variables on one side, lahat ng walang variables doon sa kabila. You would end up having 135 minus 3 equals 3x. And of course, that's simply 132 equals 3x. And so your x is 44. Nga lang, yung hinahanap natin is the longest side. Your x is going to be your shortest side. And so, magdadagdag po tayo ng, ito po yung shortest side, si x. This is your second side, and this is your longest side. So, for your longest side, kailangan po natin magdagdag ng 2 to get it, and your answer is going to be 446. Ayan. So, this is the algebraic solution. But there is a shorter method for this as presented here ng isa nating Facebook user at saka ni Sir Joel Niklat. Ayan. So, your alternative solution for this is, meron kang 3 consecutive integers. Tatlo po sila. Tapos meron kang perimeter. So, simply, yung gagawin lang po natin dyan, you just have to, di ba yung perimeter natin is just adding 3 of your sides and 135. Hindi pa natin alam kung ano yung sides eh. Pero alam natin na magkakasunod lang silang tatlo. Simply divide your perimeter by 3. Right? So, what if equal sila? Parang ganun. So, you would end up getting 45. So, yung 45 is going to be your middle na number. Yung before 45, 44 is going to be your lowest. And then after 45, 46 is going to be your largest number. So, simply add 1 and you're going to get your longest side, and that is your answer 4 pa rin po. So it doesn't matter po kung ano po yung method ninyo, kung katulad po ni Sir Joey Miklat, na ito po yung alternative solution, or katulad po ni Ma'am Ludria, na yung first solution ko po yung ginawa, you would still end up having the same solution. Ayan po. I think, Ma'am Ludes, medyo may error lang po tayo doon sa ating addition po ata. Ay, dapat hindi na po kayo nag--2. Ayan. So, if there are no more questions and clarifications, I think we're good. Sige. Let's have item number 83. Hopefully po, clear naman po sa inyo. Kung medyo magulo pa rin po yung solution, please let me know and we could take it slow yung discussion natin. Balikan po natin na kaunti if kailangan po natin ng medyo kaunting reminder din naman po. Ayan. So, a siren, ito. This is actually a very tricky item and parang madali po siyang intindihin yung item number 84. Pero kung hindi po kayo careful, you could get this wrong. So, item number 83 rather. Pakitype po yung item number first kasi baka po delayed yung iba ninyong comments. Hindi ko po malalaman if we're answering the same item or not. So, pakitype pa rin po yung item number 83 before you type your answer in the question. Ayan. So we have answers here na 2, 3, and 4. Parang wala namang uma-answer ng 1. Ano po? Ayan. So parang 2, 3, 4 ata yung popular answers natin. Let's take a closer look. Let's have more answers, please. I think I'm only having around 6. I'm seeing 6 answers pa lang. So can we type our answers more clearly, please? Ayan. Pasensya po, magkakape po ako ulit, ha? Medyo malamig po kasi. Kape po tayo. Oh, okay. Ayan, marami nang sumasagot ng 1. So, meron po tayong sumasagot ng 2, 3, 4. Ang dami yatang 1. Okay, 1 and 3. I think yun yung popular answers natin. 1 and 3. So, let's take a closer look. A siren rings every 5 hours at a facility. It rang the first time on Monday at 8:45 a.m. So, every 5 hours, yung ringing. And then, yung first time niyang mag-ring is Monday, 8:45 a.m. So, when will the 9th ring occur? Ano po yung method ninyo? Kasi medyo diverse yung solution natin. Ano po yung ginawa ninyo? How did you get whatever solution you have with you? So ito po, yung isang Facebook user natin, wala po kayong pangalan dito, is nag-add siya ng 9 hours. Okay. Actually, yun na yung po concern ko kasi wala naman pong 9 hours. It should be every 5 hours magre-ring siya. So Monday, 8:45, first ring. After 5 hours, magre-ring siya ulit. Tapos another 5 hours, magre-ring ulit, so on and so forth. Yun po yung method, yung hinahanap niya. So what should be our method here? Every 5 hours, right? So dapat yung 5 hours, i-multiply natin sa number of rings. Yung question is, how many number of rings yung i-multiply natin? Yes, Ma'am Mary, it's your nth term of an arithmetic sequence. Pag sinabing arithmetic sequence, dumadagdag ka lang. Right? So, ikailang ring po siya. However, I'm not introducing arithmetic sequence po kasi medyo may mga memorization po siya. So, I'm going for the more intuitive solution. So, you're supposed to multiply 8. 9th ring, right? But you're only supposed to multiply 8 to get 40 hours. You might ask why. Bakit 8 yung minultiply ko? Bakit hindi 9? Right? So, bakit nga ba hindi 9 yung minultiply ko? Because your time na Monday is already your first ring. Counted na po siya as first ring. So, after your Monday na 8:45 a.m., ilang rings na lang? 8 na lang po yun. 8 rings na lang. Hindi na po siya 9 ring. So, we're counting yung ika-8 na ring after Monday na 8:45 a.m. So, hindi po dapat included sa binibilang na natin na every 5 hours yung Monday 8:45 na ring. Yung first ring, it should not be included anymore sa every 5 hours. Okay? So, meron po tayong 40 hours na i-add. Okay? So, ibig sabihin after 5 hours, that's your second ring. After 10 hours, that's your third ring. After 15 hours, your fourth ring, so on and so forth. After 40 hours should be your 9th ring. Ayan. So what you should get is your 8:45, dagdagan lang po natin ng 40 hours. That is going to be 48:45 a.m. Tama po, right? However, wala naman po kasing 48:45 na time. Ano po ba yung 48 na yan? You have 24 hours in a day, right? So 48 is actually equal to 2 days. So 2 days at 00:45 a.m. or that's also known as, yung 2 days na yan is Monday after 2 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? Wednesday. What is 0:45 a.m.? That is also known as Wednesday na 0:45. Yung 0:45 a.m. po, that's military time, is also known as your 12:45 na a.m. Ayan. So careful po tayo dito. Parang madali po siya, but it's tricky if you're going to interpret it differently. So careful po tayo na minsan may mga problems na binibilang po yung first na aspect niya. So, dapat hindi po kayo mag-multiply agad-agad ng kung ano po yung number na nakikita nyo dyan. So, medyo analysis lang po. Kaya medyo tricky po siya. Ayan. So, when in doubt, you could always just do it manually. First string is 845. Second ring is 1345. Third ring is 13. That's 1845. Fourth ring is 2345. So on and so forth until ma-reach po ninyo yung ika-ninth na ring. Mag-manual counting po kayo. You will still get Wednesday, 12:45 a.m. But that is if may time kayo. Ano po. So, mas mabuti po kung ma-analyze niyo na maayos yung problem para umpisa pa lang po ay makuha na natin siya. Right? So, careful lang sa mga ganyang items. Now, let's take a look at item number 84. So, in our item number 84, meron po tayo 5 more than twice a number is 1 less than thrice a number. This is more on translation. I really included this item kasi na-notice ko po na if you get your translations wrong kasi, yung tendency is pag meron pa kayong ibang word problems, magkakamali rin po kayo doon sa word problems. Kahit na naiintindihan niyo po siya, pero kung nagsastruggle kayo sa translation pa lang, so kahit alam niyo po mag-multiply, alam niyo po yung mga maraming mga sequences, mga techniques, and mga formulas, kahit alam niyo pa po yun lahat, kung mali po yung translation natin or yung understanding natin ng item, we would still get the item wrong, right? So translation matters. That's why I really emphasize these kinds of items para ma-practice po natin siya. Can we type our answers, please? We have here Sir Simon, si Ma'am Ludria, tapos may dalawa tayong Facebook users na wala po kayong pangalan dito sa akin sa StreamYard, but yes. Ayan, tatlo na po kayo. So, SAMBN, si Sharena. Sharina or Sharena? Ayan. Rodito, okay. So, may mga answers tayo dito. 5 more than twice a number. We have answers na 2, 3, and I think yun yung dumalabas na answers natin. Meron ding 1. 1, 2, and lahat na. May representative na pala tayo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sige. Let's now take a look at the item more carefully. 5 more than twice a number is 1 less than thrice a number. So I want you to take a closer look at this one. If you have a sentence na kailangan yung i-translate, mathematical sentence, to be translated into mathematical equation, always look for is. Because is an indicator that you're supposed to, that you have a left-hand side and a right-hand side. So yun po yung major na indicator natin. So if you have an is, that's an equal sign. If you have an is less than, syempre yung less than symbol, yung parang bumubuka na less than symbol, parang ganun. That's your less than symbol. And then of course, if you have is greater than, yung kabila naman po, that's your greater than symbol. So, pag merong is, then you have your equal sign, your less than symbol, or your greater than symbol. Yun po yung effect ng is. Okay? That's yung humahati ng sentence niyo sa left tsaka right. So, always look for the is first. So, meron tayong is lang dyan. So, we expect an equal sign somewhere. Right. So, keep on typing your answers, please. Ayan. Yes, Ms. Sharena, yan po. So, 5 more than twice a number. 5 more than, what does that mean? When you see 5 more than, it means plus 5. Okay? Tapos meron kayong twice a number. Twice a number, dalawang beses ng isang bagay na hindi natin alam. So, that's 2x. So, if you write that down, that's going to be 2x plus 5. Now, let's take a look at the other side of the equation. That's your left-hand side na. Punta naman tayo dun sa right, after ng is. So, this is before is, your equal sign. And then, punta na tayo yun sa after ng is. What does 1 less than mean? Kung 1 less than, that means minus 1. That is not 1 minus, that is minus 1. Yung 1 less is minus 1. Yung 5 more is plus 5. So, careful po tayo sa mga more tsaka less na terms. So, meron din po tayo thrice the number. So, tatlong beses ng same number, that is your 3x. So, if you try to write that down, that's going to be 1 less than thrice a number. Ayan po siya. Okay. And so, hopefully po, tama yung interpretation natin. Pareho po tayo ng interpretation ng sentence. If you got this, the next thing that you're going to do is combine all of your variables on one side and your constants on the other side. So, yung variables po natin, lahat ng may x. Ito po, yung 2x tsaka 3x, dapat isang side. Tsaka yung walang x, si plus 5 tsaka si minus 1, same side din po. So, saan po natin sila ilalagay? Bahala na po kayo kung gusto niyo sa left si x or sa right. Ako po, personally, I would want to put x on the right side kasi mas malaki yung x doon. Kasi gusto ko positive si x para hindi ako ma-stress sa mga negative numbers later. So, I will transfer all of the x's on the right side and all of the walang variables doon sa left-hand side. Pwede rin naman na nasa left yung may x, nasa right yung walang x. Depende na po yun sa inyo. Kung saan po yung mas convenient. I just prefer writing it this way so that there are less negative numbers. So if you have this, you would end up having 6 is equal to x. So wala na po tayong masyadong divide dyan. That's going to be your final answer. You're just looking for the number. So your final answer is indeed 6. And that's item 3. Marami po nakakuha ng correct answer. So that's good to know. Okay. Hopefully wala na tayong clarifications for this one. And let's proceed now to item number 85. So which of the statements below is incorrect? Let's take a look at the items here. Can you type your solution or your answer here on item number 85? Anong number po dito yung mali? And if possible, can you tell us why? Bakit po mali yung item na yun? Ayan. So, may answer na po dito wala pong pangalan yung isa nating Facebook user. Si Ma'am Lourdes. Ayan. Meron yung 4. Okay. Asan po yung incorrect? Meron nagsasabing 1. Yung incorrect po yung hinahanap natin, yung mali po yung hinahanap natin. Careful din po kayo sa pagbasa ng mga ganyang items during the test. Minsan yung hinahanap nila is yung correct, minsan yung incorrect. So you have to be very, very... Okay, si Jaffiel pa yan. Okay. Wala kang pangalan dito, Jaffiel. Ayan. So, pa-include na lang ng initials mo when you're typing your answer para malaman ko na ikaw. Ayan. So, may mga nagsasabing 4, tsaka may nagsasabing 1. Meron din namang nagsasabing 3. So, tingnan po natin. So, what is item number 1? Is item number 1 correct? So, you could always check, right? Pwede rin naman po ninyong isolve. Kung marami po kayong time, you could solve them and check if it's correct. So, this is just a grouping symbol, yung item number 1 natin. Unahin daw po muna si 19 plus 36 dito sa left side. Tapos yung sa kabila daw, unahin natin si 4 plus 36. So, this actually is... Yung item number 1 po involves associative property. Sorry, and also commutative property. Ano po yung ibig sabihin ng associative property? Yung associative property po, association, di ba grupo po siya? Association is a group. So yung associative property po ay pinapalitan nyo lang po yung grouping symbol. Kumbaga, nililipat nyo yung grouping. Iniiba po ninyo yung mga nagkakasama. So that's associative property. Yung association, yung group, iniiba po ninyo. Like yung nasa left-hand side, yung 19 tsaka 36 yung magkasama. Yung sa right-hand side, si 4 naman tsaka si 36. So that's your associative property. Pag sinabi naman po ninyong commutative property, yun po, nagko-commute po siya, lumilipat po siya ng position. Halimbawa, yung 1 plus 3, ginawa mong 3 plus 1, nagkakapalit ng position. So nagko-commute siya. Di ba commute, nagta-travel ka. So changing position, that's commutative property. Associative property, yung association ay grupo, so nagpapalit ng magkakagrupo. Yun po yung difference ng dalawang properties. Now, let's take a look at the second one. Your second one is actually just focusing on 42 and your 40 plus 1. That is your, okay. That is your, nag-additive property ka lang naman dyan actually. Sinimplify mo siya. And then yung item number 3, yung comment po dito ni Maxi, okay. Actually, Maxi, wala namang problema. If maglagay ka ng multiplication symbol, whether maglagay ka ng multiplication symbol or hindi, that's still okay. So, it doesn't make your sentence wrong. Okay? Kung mali siya, hindi yan yung mali niya. Kung maglagay ka man ng X symbol for multiplication or hindi, or implied lang siya, okay pa rin naman po yun. Okay? So for item number 3 po, you are simply presenting your distributive property of multiplication over addition. Yung multiplication po ay dinidistribute mo yung 12 times 5. Ayan po siya. Tapos plus 12 times 7 naman. So you're distributing your multiplication over addition. And actually, ganun din naman yung nangyayari sa number 4, di po ba? Nag-distribute ka rin lang naman eh. Dinistribute din po niya yung division over addition. So, 24 divided by 4, tapos 24 divided by 8. So, alin po dito yung mali? Kasi kung form lang naman, parang wala namang mali ah. So, the wrong answer here is actually item number 4. Bakit po? Yung distributive property po, hindi po siya pwede sa division. Multiplication lang po yung distributive property natin. Okay? So, paano niyo po yun malalaman? You could simply just solve. Or if alam po ninyo yung mga characteristics and properties nila, so dapat alam natin na yung distributive property dapat multiplication lang. Ano po ba yung mangyayari dito? Yung number 4 po kasi, yung left-hand side, uunahin mo muna yung 4 plus 8, that's 12. So, 24 divided by 12, that is 2. Tapos yung nasa kabila, ano naman po yun? This is, uunahin mo yung division kasi nauuna yung division sa addition, di po ba? So this becomes 6 plus 3. So yung right-hand side mo magiging 9. Ayun. So tama po Sir Jericho. Yung distributive property po ay hindi dapat ginagawa sa division. Pang-multiplication lang po siya. Dali, mag-search ako. Okay. So item number 86. Please type your answers po on item number 86. Naku, Ma'am Geraldine, okay lang po yung magkamali. Basta huwag na po natin ulitin next time, ha? So if you got some items wrong, please understand po carefully bakit kayo nagkamali and know what you did wrong and how you got it wrong para next time po avoid na natin siya. At tumama na po tayo pagdating ng actual examination. Okay? So let us try to take a look at your item 86. Ayan, may answer na si Jafiel. So, answer niya ay 4. 4 ba yung answer niya? Ay, no. 13. Okay. Ano yung answer niya, Jafiel? 4 ba? Okay, 4 yung answer niya. So, ayan din. Okay. So, 8 yung answer niya. Sige, Sir Jericho, every wrong answer here, gagawin yung tama sa actual exam. Pag-pray po natin yan. So, merong sumasagot ng 4, merong sumasagot ng 3. Okay lang yan, boys. Basta mag-review po tayo, makinig po tayo sa mga review. Go over po ninyo yung mga nakaraan na nating mga reviews sa numerical reasoning para po makapag-practice kayo. May 1 week pa po kayong review. Ano po? Sige. So let's take a look at item number 86. Ito na po yung last week humihingi po kayo ng age problem. Ito na po yun. So, Kara is 5 years younger than her sister Leia. So, when you're facing a word problem, mag-ano po kayo, sentence by sentence, line by line, part by part. Huwag po niyong tingnan buo agad para hindi po kayo ma-stress. Sentence by sentence po tayo. Let's start with the first sentence. Kara is 5 years younger than his sister Leia. So apparently, panlalaki yung pangalang Kara. Sige. So Kara is 5 years younger than his sister. So si Kara, gawin nating C, is 5 years younger than Leia. So mas bata siya kay Leia ng 5 years So yung edad ni Leia, bawasan lang natin ng 5. Yun yung edad ni Cara. Okay? Next. Si Leia naman daw is 1/3 ng nanay nila, ng age ng nanay nila. So 1/3 ni mother, ibig sabihin si Leia, that's L, is 1/3 of M na mother. So 1/3 ng mother. And finally, yung last sentence natin, their mother is 39 years old. So mother M is 39 years old. Right? So now that we know mother M, kaya na nating isolve yung ibang values natin dito. Kaya na nating isolve yung edad ni Leia, right? So kung 39 si mother, ibig sabihin si Leia is 1/3 of 39, which is 13. Ano po? Ngayon, kung alam na natin yung age ni Leia, dapat malalaman na rin natin yung edad ni Cara. So Cara is L minus 5. So ang edad ni Leia na 13 minus 5. Which is 8. So tama po yung mga nakasagot nito. The correct answer here is 4, which is 8. So tama po. Maraming nakatamang answer dito. Ayan. Oh, may nag-trial and error. Wala pong problema kung nag-trial and error kayo. Lalo naman po nasa choices naman po yung answer. Pero dapat po tama lang po yung answer natin. Kahit trial and error po yung method ninyo, dapat pag-check ninyo, tumama po siya. So, yun po yun. Let's take a look at item number 87. Ayan. So, hopefully sa mga nakakuha ng maling sagot, sana po ay nakita natin kung paano po tayo nagkamali and hopefully you could avoid the same problem later. Divide ng fraction sa whole number. Depende. Ako kasi pag meron pong inuunti-unti ko po eh. So yun kasi, that's 1/3 of 39. So just divide by 3. Parang ganun siya. Depende po sa mga item na fini-face ninyo. So understanding lang where each goes. Alin yung nasa numerator, alin yung nasa denominator. Bumibilis po kayo. How to become really faster? Practice more on fractions. Kasi po, the more that you encounter fractions, the better you become. Or the faster you also become in solving them. Pero pag minsan-minsan nyo lang po ginagawa, pag tingin nyo ng item, naglo-loading pa kayo. Ano nga bang gagawin ko dito? Ano nga bang multiply ko? Ano nga i-add ko? So, dyan po tayo bumabagal kung kulang tayo sa practice. So, ayan. Yung 87 po, ano po yung answer natin? O talaga po, lumabas sa sa exam. Interesting. Ayan. If you're getting the fraction of a whole number, if your fraction is, ang tawag siya, may value ka talaga sa numerator and denominator, then multiply mo siya, right? Pero pwede rin naman na, di ba may numerator kang denominator, pwede namang unahin mong i-divide yung denominator bago mong i-multiply yung numerator, if it's possible. Kasi when you do it that way, nagiging lesser yung number. So, pwedeng gawin yun. Okay? So, ayan. Yung isang face freezer. Ayun. So, tama po. So, paano mo malalaman kung divisible by 6 yung number? Then, if it's the divisible by 6, remember po natin yung divisibility rule ng 6. Ano nga po ulit yun? May isa pong nag-share dito that it's going to be divisible dapat by 2 and 3. So, ayan. So, kung 2 and 3, ano po yung mga individual rules nila? Yung divisible by 2 po, dapat ay even. Ayan. So, tama po si Ma'am Tess dito. So, paano po natin malalaman yan? Dahil yung divisible by 2 is even, so dapat tanggalin na po natin yung mga odd dito. So, yung number 1 ends in 5, remove it. Number 4 ends in 3, that's odd, remove it. Ayan, dalawa na lang natira. So, eliminate para po konti na lang yung choices. Now, let's take a look at the divisibility rule of 3, which is, may nakapagsabi rin dito kanina na yung divisibility rule ng 3 is, dapat, ayan, si Sir Jericho, dapat, pag i-add mo po sila, dapat divisible siya by 3. That's the divisibility rule by 3, of 3. Add mo lahat, divisible by 3. So, let's take a look at item number 2. That's 2 plus 5 plus 8 plus 4 is 19. Hindi ko na po in-add si 3 tsaka si 6. Kasi alam ko po divisible by 3 na yan. So, hindi ko na po sila sinama para maliit lang po yung number na i-add ko. Okay? And then let's have, that's not divisible by 3, right? So, let's take a look at option 3 here. So, 1, hindi ko po isasama si 3 kasi alam ko divisible by 3 na siya. So, 1 plus 5 plus 2 plus 4, hindi ko rin naman ulit isasama si 6. So, I'll get 12, which is divisible by 6. Alam niyo po, pwede rin naman na i-add niyo talaga lahat eh. Like 3 plus 1 plus 5 plus 2 plus 4 plus 6. Ako lang, preference ko lang na wag ko na isama yung alam ko namang divisible by 6 or by 3 rather para mabawasan po yung kailangan kong i-divide mamaya. So, yun lang naman po yun. Okay po? So, I think a lot of you got this correctly. So, hopefully paki-recall po ng divisibility rules natin. Please memorize po yung divisibility rules from 1 until 10. Para po, pag encounter kayo ng ganitong item, hindi nyo na po kailangan i-divide isa-isa. Remember and recall na lang po kung ano yung rule para mas mabilis po kayo. Kasi po time-consuming pag isa-isa kayong nag-divide. Ayan. Now, let's take a look at item number 88. How many 1 centimeter square stickers are needed to cover a photo box with 4 centimeter long, 3 centimeter wide, and 5 centimeter high? Na dimensions. Ayan, parang kulang po yung sentence ko dito. Pero you get what I mean. How many 1 centimeter square stickers ang kailangan natin dito? So kindly share your answer in item number 88. I'm seeing some answers here. Can we have some more? Meron po tayo kay Ma'am Kathy, kay Sharena. Tapos, ano ba yung mga answers natin dyan? Pakishare po. Parang dalawa pa rin nakikita kong may answer. Si Jaffiel ba may answer na? Ayan. Daming sumagot ng to ah. Lahat ba to yung sagot? Meron ba dito iba yung sagot? Hindi to yung sagot nila? Okay. Let's take a look. Meron kayong box. Right? So what you want to do is cover. Pag cover, saan po kayo nagko-cover? Sa labas po ba? Hindi. Hindi po ba? Sa labas po. All around. Parang nag-gift trap po kayo. Ganun po yung dating niya. Ano po yung may nagsabi dito, length times width times height. Ano po ba yun? Your length times width times height is your volume. Ano po ba yung volume? Volume is the entire area inside your box, right? Volume is inside the box. What we want is to cover the outside of your box. Yung length times width times height ay volume. Ano yung nasa loob ng box? Pero yung gusto po natin, ibalot yung labas ng box. We're not looking for your volume. Yun po yun. What we're looking for here is, may nakakaalam po ba ng term natin dito? What do you do? Yun, tama Jer. Yung volume po ay entire area inside the box. Pero hindi naman po yung area inside, hindi naman po yung laman talaga ng box, yung binabalot natin, kundi yung labas po ng box. Yung technical term po natin dyan ay your surface area. Yung area po sa surface. Yun, yes Sir Elmer. Surface area po yung hinahanap natin. So how do we get that? How do we figure that out? So, meron po tayong top. Gaano po ba kalapad yung top niya? Gaano kalapad yung gilid, yung front side? Yung side sa right? Yung side sa likod? Yung side sa kabilang gilid? Yung side sa bottom? So that's what you want to do. And that is not volume. That's not length times width times height. So essentially, you want to cover yung top and yung bottom mo. So your top and your bottom, this is width and length. Dalawang area na ganyan kasi top tsaka bottom. You want to get your front and your back. That is width and height. And you also want to get your left side and your right side. That's length and height. Dalawa po sila. So your surface area is dalawang width times length plus dalawang width times height plus dalawang length times height. Kumbaga yung lahat ng pairings na possible, WL, LH, tsaka LHW, tig dalawa po. Kasi you have 6 sides, di ba? May 6 sides po yung isang box. So yun po dapat yung hinahanap natin dito. Hindi po volume. So what are we going to do? You have to solve it that way. Substitute yun na lang po, and you should end up getting 94 cubic, sorry, that's not cubic centimeters, 94 centimeters squared. 94 po yung sagot. Hindi po volume yung hinahanap. So, yung surface area po is dalawa ng each pair of your sides. So, careful po tayo sa differences ng perimeter. Tapos area, that's for 2-dimensional. Pero kapag 3 dimensions na po, papasok na po si volume. Tapos nagkakaroon din tayo ng isa pang klaseng area. That is your surface area. So, ayan. So, please take a look at this problem. Screenshot it if necessary. And then, study po natin at review po natin ito. Pwede rin po ipagdasal po niyo na wag na lang lumabas. Pwede rin po yun. Ano po? Sige. Pagdasal na lang natin na wag lumabas yung surface area. Pwede rin naman po siguro, ano? Sige. So, ito po kasi yun eh. If the closer you are to the examinations, if you would know kung hindi na po kaya ng brain sa inyo na masyadong maraming dinadagdag kapag masyado na pong late. Huwag ipilit. Focus na lang po kayo on what you can do and what you can improve. Kung alam po ninyong parang, hindi ko na kaya memorize yan, don't bother. Focus on what you can do and make sure na mas bumilis ka at mas gumaling ka sa alam mong kaya mo. Kung alam mo na hindi mo na kaya, then maybe that's one of the items that you're going to skip in the actual exam and pray that you guess the answer. Kasi let's be practical, hindi naman po siguro lahat ng items sa exam ninyo ay masasagutan talaga natin na sure tayo. Nangyayari po yan sa lahat ng tao. Pag may sinasagutan ka, hindi ka sure kung anong nangyayari. Hindi ka sure kung tama yung answer mo. That's normal. Ayan po. So pag ayaw, huwag ipilit. Okay, focus lang sa kaya. Kasi masyado na po malapit yung exam eh. Huwag po tayong mag-overwork ng brains natin kung it will be a disadvantage rin naman. Baka masyado kayo mapuyat, masyado kayo magpagod, mag-worry sa mga hindi nyo pa alam o hindi nyo pa kaya. So, kung matagal na po kayo nagre-review, for sure, may na-absorb din naman po kayo kahit papaano. So, huwag masyadong magpa-stress. Papasa po kayo lahat. Ayan po, pagdasan natin yan. So, how about this one? This is also a dimension problem. And at the same time, it's also a parang translation problem. So, it's a combination na ng dimension and translation. So, can we type our answer here? Meron na po yata tayong answer dito. Si Sir Simon may answer na. Meron na po ba? Yes, Ma'am Woodria, pwede rin po yan. Rectangular solids surface area. So, 2 times yung lahat ng pairs natin. So, yung kay Elmer, ay may sagot na si Elmer. 9 daw sabi ni Elmer. Si Kathy, 3. Meron din nasagot ng 2. Ayan. Ano ba sagot ko dito? Ayan. Sige. Let's check. Para marami na yung nakakasagot eh. The length of a rectangle is 2 centimeters less than twice its width. So, remember, unang-una po laging hanapin yung is. Kasi siya po talaga yung nakakapag-separate ng isang equation si is. So, meron na po tayong is dito. Ayan. So, that's going to be an equal sign. Okay? So, May equal sign tayo dyan. Ano yung nasa left ng equal sign? The length of a rectangle. So, L lang po tayo sa one side. Ayan. So, L lang po tayo dyan. Now, on the right side, 2 centimeters less than twice its width. Meron tayong 2 centimeters less than. Ano nga po ulit yung mga less than na yan? Pag walang is, yung less is simply minus. Pag walang is, kung is less than, then it's going to be this symbol. Kung walang is, minus lang po yan. So, 2 centimeters less than, walang is. So, minus 2 lang siya. Okay po? Tapos, meron tayong twice its width. Ano nga po yung twice its width? Dalawang width. So, that's 2w. So, what's the right-hand side of your equation? It is 2w minus 2. Okay. So, yan po yung equation natin. Next, what is its width in centimeters if the perimeter is 50 centimeters? Ano nga po ulit yung perimeter? Yung perimeter po is yung nakapalibot sa isang two-dimensional figure. So if you're just looking for the perimeter, that's simply perimeter ng isang rectangle. That is simply, ayan po, 2 times length plus width. Pwede rin po yan, Sir Elmer, na equation. So your perimeter of 50 is 2L plus 2W or 2 times L plus W. So what we have here is, ganito po. Ayan. So yung L, substitute po yung 2W minus 2. And you will end up getting this. And the next line is 6W equals 54. And so your W is 9. Eh yung hinahanap naman po natin is yung width na. So this is indeed what we are looking for. And your final answer here is your width na 9. Careful po ha. Minsan po kasi yung hinahanap dito is ganyan, 9. Tapos biglang yung tanong pala is length. So be very, very careful na yung final answer ninyo ay nagmamatch talaga sa kung ano yung hinahanap ng question. Careful po tayo dyan. Minsan po kasi iba yung nakukuha nyo sa variable, tapos iba rin po yung tinatanong. So be very, very careful with that. Ayan, we're about to end. For those who are free viewing po at hindi members ng group, we are going to end soon. So good luck po sa inyo. Kung hindi na po tayo makakatapos ng review ngayon, good luck po sa upcoming examinations. Siyempre sa mga members po ng ating Facebook group dito sa Civil Service Exam Review, magpapatuloy po tayo for the remaining 11 items. Now, let's take a look at item number 90. So, ayan. O, diba? Maraming mga ligwak kanina, pero maraming nakatama sa item number 89. So, hindi naman po lahat ligwak. Yes. Ludria, yes. The length is 16. So, careful lang po kayo kung ano yung tinatanong. So, it's just so happen na kung ano yung nakuha mong variable, yun din yung hinahanap ng question. Pero kung hindi, then dapat kaya niyo pong hanapin kung ano yung actual na hinahanap. Ibigay ang hinihingi. Okay? Huwag po masyadong magmadali sa pagbigay ng sagot tapos hindi naman pala yun yung tinatanong. Ano po? So item number 90, can you please share your answers here? 18 less than 7 times the number of sandwiches is 269. How many sandwiches are there? Medyo special po yung item na to. Special na special po yung item na to kasi po, hindi ko po napalitan yung choices nung tinype ko po siya. Kaya po, ito, spoiler alert. In item number 90, wala po dyan yung sagot. Yes, wala po yung sagot kasi hindi ko po napalitan yung solution. Pero, I want to see if you can still get the answer on your own. Yung personal question 1 to 20 sa CSE, hindi po counted yung personal questions. Ayan. So, dahil wala po yung answer sa number 90, hopefully you can give your answer. Kasi hindi ko po napalitan yung choices. So, ayan po ha, kung wala po yung answer sa choices, ayan. So, let's check. Tingnan natin kung tama nga po yung pag-solve niyo. 18 less than 7 times the number of sandwiches is 269. So, ayun, si is ulit. May nakita tayong is, that's your equal sign. So, 18 less than, of course, wala siyang is. So, less than lang siya, that means minus. Minus 18. Tapos meron tayong 7 times the number of sandwiches. 7 times your sandwiches, that's 7s, right? Is 269. If we are to write this as an equation, you have your left-hand side is your 7s minus 18 equals 269. And you end up getting, lipat natin si 18 sa kabila, you should have 7s equals 287. And of course, to get s, divide both sides by 7. And you should get the correct answer, which is 41. Ayan. So kahit wala yung answer sa choices, halos lahat po sa inyo ay nakakuha po ng correct answer. Ayan. That's great. So, the option here is 5 po dapat. Kasi di ba wala po yung answer sa choices. Ayan. So, meron pong mga ibang medyo mali. So, hopefully avoid natin yan. It's good to know that it seems na parang okay na po tayo sa translation. Ano po? From English sentence to mathematical sentence. Parang marami na po sa atin yung nakakatama. So yes, 5 po yung sagot. Kasi yung instructions natin, if it's not in the choices, write 5. Yun po. So just read the instructions carefully para nakuha po natin yung proper na answering. Now let's proceed with item number 91. Habulin po natin para makapag-answer tayo ng extra items towards the end. A video cassette movie purchased for $440 was marked up 25% on the selling price. Later, as retail prices fell, this movie was marked down 20% on the current sale price. Find its new sale price. Can you share answers, please? Meron pa tayo. Okay, may answer na si Ma'am Ed. Ay, si Ma'am Ed. And si Jafel may answer na. Si Jafel, si Kathleen, si Paolo may answer na rin. Can we have more answers, please? I'm seeing answers from 3 people pa lang. Ayan, si Elaine may answer na rin. 4. Si Sir Anesito. Okay. It seems na parang pare-pareho po tayo na answer, which is 3. Let's take a closer look. Ayan, si Elaine, ganun yung answer. A video cassette movie purchased for $440. So, yun yung 440 yung presyo niya, tapos nag-mark up ka sa presyo. So, yung 440 yung minark up mo. Ibig sabihin, your 440 will have to be your base kasi siya yung minark up mo. Yung markup, so that's your base. Base 1 po yung tatawag ko kasi parang 2 beses po tayo nag-adjust ng price eh. Nag-mark up ka, tapos later nag-mark down. So that I will call this as my base 1. So, yung base 1 natin, minark up natin ng 25%. That's a markup. So that's your first rate. Tapos later, yung, di ba may bago ka ng presyo dyan. Later, nag-mark down ka na naman. So you have your second rate. So, ano yung pinakabagong price? So, parang 2 beses yata tayo nagpalit ng price. Ayan. So, of course, yung walang matay-matayan nating PBR, your percentage base rate, or your percentage is the portion of a whole. That's your numerator always. The base is your original value. Keywords usually is of. And then finally, your rate. That is your percent, decimal, fraction, or ratio of the certain situation. So, sa first situation, hinahanap natin, given yung base 1, tsaka yung rate 1, so obviously, yung hinahanap natin is yung P, yung percentage or portion, which based on our equation here, triangle here, should be percentage equals base times rate. So let's just multiply your first base and your first rate, 440 times 0.25. That should give us 110. This 110 is just a portion of a whole, right? So yung ginawa po niya ay mark up. So kung nag-mark up ka na 110 yung percentage mo, ano bang dapat na gawin mo? Dapat yung gawin natin dito ay i-add natin siya sa base. So this should be, after markup, dapat nag-550 na yung price mo. So tapos after nyan, yung markup mo daw, later, nag-markdown ka ulit. So binawasan din natin yung 550. So now, you have your second base, and then we have our second rate. So, hinahanap pa rin natin si percentage. Ganun pa rin yung equation na gagamitin natin, but this time we use the second base, which is 550, and the second rate, which is 0.2, and you are actually getting the percentage na 110, which is going to be a markdown. So, ibawas mo siya sa bagong base mo na 550, and you end up getting 440. So, your final sale price should be option 3. So, tama rin yung answer ni Ludia, no? Na hindi na siya nag-add, ginawa na is 1.24 yung minultiply. Tapos sa second level also is parang ganun din. So, pwede rin po yan. For as long as you don't really, 1.25 po. Basta naiintindihan mo yung problem, kahit gaano mong manipulate, you will still get the same correct answer if you understand the situation. So, ayan, combination na yan ng dalawang markup and markdown, and it seems that almost all of you got the same correct answer. Ayan, so that's good to know. Let's take a look at the next item here. Ito. If 560 out of 700 passed the recent CSE exam, what percent of examinees passed? So yung sa problem,